You know why? You just keep doing things that you don't like or you don't want to do. You keep playing games, you keep drinking, you keep smoking, you keep procrastinating instead of doing the things that you actually need to do. And today, I'm going to talk about why you keep doing it and how is that actually causing you problem in the long run. See, when your day starts in the morning and you do a certain thing, that thing builds momentum throughout your day. It's called snowball effect. It's very simple. You wake up in the morning and you lie there and you scroll. All you are doing, all is building bad momentum for bad dopamine. Now you know that you can just get dopamine just lying there and scrolling. You will tend to be in that momentum of getting dopamine, short bad dopamine, and scroll. But instead, when the alarm hits and you wake up, you don't snooze, you wake up, you get up, you set your bed, and you do something productive. You do something like cooking, do something like working out, you do something like reading a book or getting to work. You start getting momentum, and this momentum is the good momentum. Now, you might think that how is that actually building momentum? There's a thing called small wins and small loses. When you hit the snooze button in the morning, it's a small loss for you. But when you get up, it's a small win. These small wins are hard to get. It takes a little bit of your will, it takes a little bit of your effort, but it builds momentum. Now, today I'm going to go about some ways on how you can actually build momentum on these small wins and actually build habits on these small wins that you get to the point you want to get in your life, in your goals, in your dreams. Let's roll. By the way, if you're new to this channel, subscribe. I am Shovik. I'm talk about self-improvement and how you actually grow as a man. I actually help you grow as a man in your own life, in your personal life, in your professional life. That's all. Subscribe, like, and share. Number one, let's start from the morning. See, you are lying there, you are sleeping, and then the alarm rings. You don't hit the snooze button. You put up the alarm, get up, you set the bed, you do something productive like prepping meal for the day, like reading a book or going to the gym, doing any such thing. This, you know what this does? It actually gets you on the right foot. You start your day on the right foot, and gives this is actually a small win. When you get up, you meal prep, you get to the gym. This is a small win, and you do it. And this win, this momentum you set in the morning will accumulate throughout the day. So from tomorrow, when alarm rings, put it off, get up. Just for today, just for tomorrow, okay? You don't have to meal prep, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to work out, just get up. Put up the alarm and get up. And then the next day, you add something more, like reading a book, and that is how you progress. There's a psychological effect also of this whole small wins and small loses thing. See, many of us are actually going through a tough phase where they say they are depressed, they are going through a lot of things they can't handle or do a lot of things they can say they are doing or they don't want to do but they are still doing. I am advice for you. See, when you are actually going through a small losses situation, you are going to feel bad about it. Like when you don't, when you know you should get up at 6 o'clock, but you are not. And when you wake up at 8, you are going to realize that thing. I could have woken up. And that actually sets you on the wrong foot. So rather, when you're depressed about things of not working out of the way you wanted them to, take a small break and Always remember, you can always start from where you are right at this moment. You don't have to be very smart, very good about things, but smart where you are and how you do things. This is the only remedy of depression that men can have. No forms of medicines or therapy can do this. You have to work on yourself and do this. Men feel good when they achieve some things and they take responsibility for such things also. So it's a very well known fact, and I think you all should also go for it. Whatever the thing may be, it may be you're weak, go to the gym. It may be you can't focus, just sit and try to focus. You will be diverted. Just sit and focus. Don't think about anything other. Don't think of anything other than that. Try to focus. You won't feel like it. You will feel the urge from inside of going for a walk. Don't sit. And this is how you build discipline. This is how you actually get the small wins. And this actually will snowball into your achievements. Number three, celebrate your small wins. See, I'm not a very good advocate of celebration. I don't celebrate myself of many things I do. It's actually a very private thing for me about small wins. I don't actually celebrate. But when you are beginning, you need motivation. It's like when you have when you have gone through a small win, you should celebrate. Like I'm saying, you complete a book, celebrate it by buying a new book. You have lost weight, celebrate it by buying new gym wear. Don't celebrate it by just going out and eating unhealthy. That is just foolish. So when you are in the zone of actually accumulating your small wins, you don't care about celebrating. You don't care about how many small wins you have gotten. But when you are actually starting out, and my whole motto of my channel is to help you start. Start being a man, start being good, start on the help you on starting your self-improvement journey. So when you are starting out, celebrate it. This will only help you in being in the process. And there's no other way this is going to work. This is the only way you will keep yourself motivated and you will grow. And motivation is a must for all these things. Number four, learn from small mistakes. See, on your way, on your journey to this self improved version of yourself, or the ideal man you want yourself to be, you are going to face losses. You are going to fail. You are going to face failures, and there's very less you can actually do about it. So, when you actually fail, I want you to do a thing for me, for yourself. Accept it. Accept that you failed, and it's not a bad thing about failure. Accept that you failed. Accept you can work on it. Sit and reflect about what are the things that you could have done differently so that you could have changed the result. It's like you started reading a book but you fell out in the middle. It's quite good, but it's quite okay falling out. But see where you went wrong, where you lost interest. Okay, pick yourself up, start reading again. You have to keep putting yourself in the self improvement journey on the small wins process to make yourself better. And there's no other way I can promise you myself that. I've been on this journey since 5 to 6 years. I'm doing quite good. I won't lie. Number five, make micro habits. You have to get into the habit of winning, of winning small, of winning big. And when you are actually starting out, focus on making it a habit rather than making it a goal, a priority, or focusing on doing things rather than make it a habit. When you actually habitualize it, when you get actually habituated to it, you won't need to focus on those things. You won't have the urge to get up in the morning and scroll. You will just get up in the morning and take a book and read because that That is a habit you have cultivated upon yourself, and that is a small win, and that is how you get into the process. The people you see on social media, I won't take names, the people you see on social media, they always have the same habits, the same routines, and that's the important part about routines. You stick to it. You do things on the routine. At first, you don't like it, but then you get into the habit of liking it, and then you love it, and then it's just so ingrained in you, you do it automatically, and then it is a no-brainer. Achieving, winning, it's a no-brainer for you. You just get in the zone and you do things. Number six, and the most important part of actually winning small or small wins, is our being on this journey of being a good person, of being an ideal person, is it builds emotional resilience. Because when you are getting on the process, you will fail a number of times. You will think of waking up, but you slack up. You don't wake up, you snooze, you drink, you smoke, you do a lot of things. But then you take one habit, one by one, and then you solve it. And then what happens? It is good. You heal, you build discipline, as well as you build emotional resilience, because you have now failed upon in your life, in your own self, in your own habits of making them habits. But then after failing once, twice, thrice, you know that you will succeed, and that actually reflects upon your own life. You ask a girl out, she rejects, okay. The second girl rejects, third girl rejects, one by one after one after one rejection in the business, in interviews, in dates. But you know that, yeah, you will get it. That is the most necessary thing a man needs to know in his life, that he will succeed, he will be good, he doesn't need anyone, he is all sufficient by himself. And that's all for me for today's video. See you next time.